Santa Claus. The legend. The legend of Santa Claus has evolved over centuries, blending various cultural and historical influences. The modern image of Santa Claus is often associated with a jolly, rotund, white-bearded man in a red suit who delivers gifts to children on Christmas Eve. The origins of Santa Claus can be traced back to several historical and mythological figures and traditions. Here are some key influences. Saint Nicholas. The most significant influence on Santa Claus is Saint Nicholas, a 4th-century Christian saint and bishop of Myra, in modern-day Turkey. Saint Nicholas was known for his generous and compassionate nature, particularly towards children and the less fortunate. He became the patron saint of children and various other groups. December 6, the date of his death, is celebrated as Saint Nicholas Day in some cultures, where children receive gifts. Dutch Sinterklaas. The Dutch settlers brought their holiday traditions to America, including their celebration of Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas is a figure based on Saint Nicholas and is celebrated on December 5 in the Netherlands and December 6 in Belgium. He is depicted as a tall, regal figure dressed in red bishop's robes and accompanied by his helper, Zwarte Piet, Black Pete. Over time, Sinterklaas evolved into the Americanized Santa Claus. Father Christmas. In England, during the Middle Ages, there was a character known as Father Christmas. He was associated with the Christmas season and represented the spirit of good cheer and feasting during the holiday. Father Christmas, like Santa Claus, was depicted as a merry man clad in a fur-trimmed green or red robe. Thomas Nast and Clement Clarke Moore. In the 19th century, the image of Santa Claus became further popularized and solidified through the works of various writers and artists. Thomas Nast, a political cartoonist, created illustrations of Santa Claus for Harper's Weekly, showcasing Santa's workshop and North Pole residence. Clement Clarke Moore's 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, which begins with the famous line "'Twas the night before Christmas," also played a significant role in shaping the modern Santa Claus image. Coca-Cola campaign. In the 1930s, the Coca-Cola Company launched a series of iconic advertisements featuring a jolly Santa Claus in a red suit. While the modern Santa Claus image was already established by this time, these Coca-Cola ads further popularized and standardized the red suit, white fur trim, and rotund appearance we associate with Santa today. Over the years, these various influences merged to create the beloved figure of Santa Claus as we know him today, a symbol of generosity, joy, and goodwill during the Christmas season. The legend of Santa continues to evolve and adapt as it is passed down through generations and celebrated in cultures worldwide. Santa Claus is not a conspiracy theory. Santa Claus is a well-known and widely celebrated cultural figure associated with the Christmas holiday. The belief in Santa Claus is not based on secretive plots or hidden agendas, rather, it is a cherished tradition that revolves around the idea of a jolly gift giver who brings presents to children around the world on Christmas Eve. While Santa Claus is not a real, physical entity, he is a beloved and fictional character that embodies the spirit of giving, joy, and goodwill during the holiday season. The belief in Santa Claus is generally viewed as a harmless and endearing part of many cultures' Christmas traditions, encouraging generosity and spreading happiness among children and families. Commercialism. The impact of Santa Claus and commercialism on the Christmas spirit is a topic of ongoing debate and discussion. On one hand, Santa Claus has become a central figure in the commercialization of Christmas, with his image prominently featured in advertisements, stores, and various products during the holiday season. This commercialization can sometimes overshadow the true meaning of Christmas, which, for many, is a religious holiday celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ and emphasizing values such as love, compassion, and selflessness. Critics argue that excessive commercialization can lead to materialism, consumerism, and a focus on gift-giving as the primary expression of Christmas, rather than the deeper values and meanings associated with the holiday. This focus on material possessions can sometimes create unrealistic expectations and lead to feelings of disappointment or dissatisfaction if those expectations are not met. Furthermore, some critics claim that the commercialization of Santa Claus and Christmas can promote a sense of entitlement in children, as they may come to expect lavish gifts from a mythical figure, rather than appreciating the true spirit of giving and gratitude. On the other hand, Proponents of Santa Claus and commercialization argue that he brings joy and a sense of wonder to children during the holiday season. Many families enjoy the tradition of children writing letters to Santa and the excitement of Christmas morning when they find gifts under the tree, believing they were brought by Santa. Santa Claus has also been associated with charitable endeavors and acts of kindness, with many organizations and individuals adopting the Santa Claus persona to give to those in need during the holidays. Additionally, the commercialization of Christmas can stimulate economic activity and contribute to seasonal job opportunities. While the commercialization of Santa Claus and Christmas can sometimes overshadow the deeper meaning of the holiday, it can also bring joy and happiness to many people, especially children. Balancing the commercial aspects of Christmas with the true spirit of giving, compassion, and gratitude is a challenge that individuals, families, and communities navigate differently, depending on their values and beliefs. Encouraging a focus on generosity, kindness, and connection with loved ones can help maintain the Christmas spirit amidst the commercialization. Celebrations. Santa Claus is celebrated in various countries and cultures around the world, but the extent and manner of his celebration can differ depending on local traditions and customs. Here are some countries where Santa Claus is widely celebrated. United States. Santa Claus is a central figure in the Christmas celebrations in the United States. Children often write letters to Santa, and he is believed to deliver gifts on Christmas Eve. Canada. Similar to the United States, Santa Claus plays a prominent role in Christmas celebrations in Canada. United Kingdom. In the UK, Santa Claus is known as Father Christmas. He is a beloved figure and is associated with gift-giving during the holiday season. Australia. Despite being in the Southern Hemisphere, where Christmas falls during the summer, Australians also celebrate Santa Claus as part of their Christmas traditions. Germany. In Germany, Santa Claus is known as Weihnachtsmann or Christkind, the Christ child, and he is a key figure in Christmas celebrations, bringing gifts to children. Netherlands. As mentioned earlier, the Dutch celebrate Sinterklaas on December 5, which is the basis for the Americanized Santa Claus. France. In France, Santa Claus is known as Père Noël and is a popular figure in Christmas celebrations. Italy. In Italy, the gift-giving figure during Christmas is Babbo Natale, which is based on Santa Claus. Brazil. Despite the warm weather during Christmas in Brazil, Santa Claus is celebrated as Papai Noel, and gift-giving is an essential part of the holiday. Japan. In Japan, Christmas is more of a commercial and secular holiday, and Santa Claus is a popular symbol associated with gift-giving and decorations. Specific customs might vary. The essence of Santa Claus is a beloved figure who brings joy, gifts, and happiness to children during the Christmas season is a widespread and cherished tradition in many parts of the world. Cultural traditions and beliefs. As cultural traditions and beliefs evolve over time, it's possible that certain aspects of Santa Claus or the way he is celebrated could change or fade away in the future. However, it's important to remember that Santa Claus has been a prominent figure in Christmas celebrations for centuries, and he has shown remarkable resilience and adaptability. The continued presence of Santa Claus in our culture depends on various factors, including cultural changes. As societies change and become more diverse, the way Santa Claus is celebrated may evolve to reflect the values and beliefs of different communities. Commercialization. The commercial aspect of Christmas and the presence of Santa Claus in marketing and advertising might influence how he is perceived and celebrated. Religious shifts. In predominantly Christian communities, the significance of Santa Claus may remain tied to Christmas traditions. However, as religious demographics change, the emphasis on Santa Claus might also change. Generational shifts. The attitudes and beliefs of new generations can influence the continuation or transformation of cultural practices like celebrating Santa Claus. Environmental concerns. As environmental awareness grows, some aspects of gift-giving and material-focused celebrations might be reconsidered or adapted. Technology and media. Technological advances and media trends can impact the portrayal and perception of Santa Claus. While it's challenging to predict the exact future of Santa Claus in our culture, it's likely that he will continue to be a cherished and symbolic figure associated with the spirit of giving, generosity, and joy during the holiday season. As with many cultural traditions, the way we celebrate Santa Claus may adapt to the changing times while retaining the core elements that have made him such an enduring and beloved character.